happy new month to you. It's time for Trending Live with me, Aimee Cherry. And today we're doing something different. We're not doing the normal telling you about what's going on social media. Today, we're having an interview. You watched the trailer for the new movie, Pawn, which is going to be premiered tomorrow at the Silverbird Cinemas. And I have here with me two amazing people who were part of the movie. And then we're going to get straight into the conversation. Hi, Adjetey Anang, and hi, Nana Owusu.
Hi.
Hi. How are you doing this morning?
Good.
I'm good.
How are you doing this morning?
I am fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm fine.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the new month? We entered a new month.
Yes, I'm feeling positive. I am hoping that this month will bring a lot more, positive stuff and blessings.
All right.
Yeah.
Adjetey Anang, how has the year been so far?
It's been a lot of up and downs.
Okay.
A lot on my table, but it's been good. I just always want to count my blessings than look at the negative side. So it's all positive energy. Yeah.
Okay, counting your blessings.
That's
We're
right.
going to head straight into the movie Pawn. Can you tell us a little bit about the movie?
Well, basically, Pawn is talks about this celebrated detective who has to deal with his own personal challenges, which borders on mental health, and how he, negotiates that and then still, lives up to expectation because he's celebrated all around. His trump card is to, bring the culprits to book and so solve crimes. Now there's this psycho, who is on the rampage, killing rampage, and they're trying to track this person down, and he just can't find the answers. And so because part of it is that he has to deal with his own personal challenges, his multiple personalities and all that. And so the story looks at how he deals with that, and then at the end of the day who this culprit is, and how we get justice at the end of the day. Basically this is it. Yeah.
All right. It's interesting. Detective, playing detective. We're going to get into the characters, but I want you to tell me, how was it like on set, working with Pascal Aka and working with the entire cast?
It was quite exciting, I relished every moment of it. Pascal is a very, talented director, very patient and always strives for the best. So working with someone like that, it pushes you to want to do better, to also want to learn. So, of course, having the likes of Adjetey and, all these seasoned actors also in the film, it challenges you. It wants you to step up your game. So I think it was really exciting on set, working with all these amazing people. All right.
Yeah. Before we move to Adjetey, tell us about his character. Tell us about your character, what you played in the role.
Yes, my character, I played an abusive father.
Okay.
Yes, I'm very good at that.
No, wait, when you say you're very good at that, what does that mean?
I'm talking about my character was great at being abusive. So yes, I was extremely abusive, beat my child and my wife and all of that, So and that's one thing I like about the film. It has a lot of subplots, talks about, abusive relationships, all these, domestic violence and the effect it has on, the family, the children and all of that. So it was pretty exciting.
All right. Adjetey Anang, you play the role of a detective.
Yes.
You had to take, I know you're a great actor, but then you know that certain
the
roles...
greatest.
Yes, of course,
Yeah.
the greatest, one of the greatest. Certain roles demand some kind of, I don't know how to put it, but did you at any point have to see any detective to know what it is like so that you could get into character, or you just had to act it out?
So normally I never take any role for granted, even if I've played similar ones. I mean, it's more challenging because then you have to give us something, a variety, So I normally would want to do my investigations. I observe, detectives. I sample different kinds of detectives, even within this space. And it's not only about the ideal scenario where you look at the West, but even within our setting, And so I did my homework with that, ask questions and engage with. I have this guy at police headquarters who actually gave me somebody's contact from BNI. They are not supposed to really engage, but
I see.
Well, they gave me some tidbits because we want to represent the force as well. And so, I did those homeworks, and it helped. It helped in a lot of ways,
So the theme talks about trauma in a psychic Is this something that is going on currently, and how do you think it could be solved within our society?
I think it's something that a lot of us go through, but we do not embrace it, and people do not live in denial because they don't even want to, accept that, they're going through this phase because of some experience that they've had. And, we talked about domestic violence, which is also very prevalent in our society. Some people may have lost a loved one, and it's the trauma of it. People have been involved in accidents, they've survived, and they live with that experience, the post-traumatic, it's very, very damaging, and it limits you as to how well you can, live up to expectation or fulfill your purposes. And I think that this movie does well in bringing our attention to it and how sensitive it is and how we should embrace it, and be real and seek help. Because then, we want to all live our full potential. And if things like this will hamper it, then we'll not be able to contribute our quota to the building of the development of society. And so I hope that the audience would sit up, and even if you're not going through that personally, one or two people who may be, and therefore you could help them reach out to get help, so that we'll be better versions of ourselves.
Okay, so that means we're delving into mental health as well. So your role as an abusive father, did it have any effect on you, on your mental health, putting yourself in that shoes?
Yes, it is quite difficult, trying to be an abusive person, because it's not just a character you're playing. Over there, you have to, try and be what you're acting. So you have to feel it. You have to, feel the hatred, feel the pain, all of that over there. So it's quite difficult, getting into that and then getting out of it. So that is where the challenge really is. So it was quite challenging.
Okay, Adjetey Anang, you had to switch characters. Did it have any effects on your mental health, and what are some of the things that you did?
Well, I think that, because of past experiences, I was a bit prepared for that. And so normally what I would do is give, these, what I call 3 jackets, so I play 3 characters. And so each jacket has a specific boxes that I take, and so mannerisms that are very, very specific to this character, so that it doesn't spill over to the next character. And especially where I find myself in one of the scenes, or a couple, where I talk to myself. So I'm talking to myself. Myself is talking to the other self.
Crazy.
And how do you negotiate that so that I don't repeat? You don't see this same mannerisms, gestures in this other character. It has to be very distinct, and so it's just like a jacket that you wear. Once you form this life, you put it on, you're done, you take it off mentally, and then you move to the other. And it's you have to practice this over and over, long before shoots we get on set. And so there was a lot more of work done behind the scenes, and that really helped me.
We wouldn't talk about a movie without tackling issues in the industry. What were some challenges that were faced during the shooting of this movie regarding the movie industry?
Regarding our movie industry, or during our set, when...
Both of them.
Honestly, that is one thing I really commend Lynx, and especially, the producers of this movie. We didn't really encounter a lot of challenges. And from what I saw, almost everything, if not everything, was actually, it was built. The whole set was built, and then it was shot in a studio. So we didn't necessarily have...
The movie, sorry to cut you, but the movie was shot in a studio. It wasn't like maybe an apartment or anything like that.
It was created. It was built.
Location.
Yes, it was.
That's great.
It was built.
Great.
Yes, and that is where we should be heading towards as an industry. Having large studios where you can go in there and then create the sets that you want. Because one challenge we face is when you go on location, you have to work with what is there, as against what is ideal for the scene. You get to a studio, you can build whatever you want and how you want the scene to go, because when you're doing, you have your storyboards where you have an idea of how this scene should be, this scene should be, this scene should be. But when you go on a location and then you don't have a lot of things, now you have to make do with what you have, and that may not necessarily tell the story how you would have ideally wanted to tell the story. So that is one of the things that I think I really commend Lynx and Tycoon Studios for bringing that, and I hope that we have the support that we need to also build more and then create more of that.
All right. Adjetey Anang, you'd have to convince someone to come and watch this movie. What would you tell anyone who is watching for the first time?
It's Adjetey.
No, but I think that it's one of my it was very difficult, trying to play these characters, and I'd want you to come in there to watch and mark me.
Adjetey, he's lying. It wasn't difficult. You should see the movie. How it makes it seamless. Makes it so easy. Yeah, we are sitting back. You say it's easy.
Like that. Yeah, like that. They will not accept it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, come and give me marks, because it was tough doing it. And I want to hear you, and I'll say that it's my most I would say difficult work so far.
Really?
Really? In terms of character analysis and delivery.
That's interesting to know.
Yeah. So come watch it.
All right. So tell us about the day. Or you have some.
Yes. I'm just saying that this is not a regular movie. It's a psychological thriller, something you hardly ever see in Ghana. So it's not like maybe when you're listening to us, you might think, oh, it's like a documentary. No, it's not a documentary. In as much as we have a strong message we're sending across, it is something that will keep you at the edge of your seat. It is a psychological thriller. You don't know what's happening next. You're always guessing what is going to happen. Yeah, the suspense is it's even when I was watching the first, we had the preview and I was like, Charlie, what? Because you don't get to see the entire thing. You just see pieces of it, and then you realize, this is what happened, and that is how the movie is. It throws you completely, off board, and then you realize, wow, this is. I'm proud to be part of this project. Yeah.
I would have been proud if I were in your position. So it's happening tomorrow.
That's right.
What
Suburban
time?
Cinemas, 5 p.m., 7 p.m., and then 9 p.m. showings.
All right. I'm interested. I'd love to watch this movie.
Please
too.
do come.
You should come. Bring all your friends and your boyfriends and,
All right.
See where I'm laughing.
I don't have anything to say to that. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you
I
for
had a
having
great
us.
conversation with you.
Same, yeah.
I'd love to be there tomorrow.
Yeah, you should.
All right, guys. So that brings us to the end of Trending Live for today. The movie is Pawn. It will be airing at the Silverbird Cinema tomorrow at 5 p.m., 7 p.m., and 8 p.m. So make sure you get your tickets and be there.